We are finally done with the Jiraiya and Naruto diorama. But first, let me show you everything you missed to get us to this point. We started by continuing work on Paul and finally finishing him up. His colors were really looking good, and I added some darker anime style lines to push that cel-shaded look even further. And of course, can't forget about Ma, so she was up next. She was admittedly a little more difficult. Getting her skin tone and shading right was tricky because her colors were much more tinted compared to Pa's. And I think I may have thinned the paint a little too much, but we pushed through. Adding the shading and a few highlights, and eventually we got her finished as well. After that, I moved back over to Jiraiya and started working on his jacket. Instead of doing smooth gradients between these shadows and highlights, I wanted to really lean into that anime look with that hard, intentional cel-shaded lines. I mainly focused on the folds in his clothing, placing the darker colors underneath them and anywhere I thought a natural shadow would fall. Then I moved on to his gray clothing and used the same technique as there as well. And here's where everything was at around this point. It was definitely starting to come together, but there was still a lot of work left before it looked like the final piece. So let's keep going. Off stream, I went back and added more anime style lines and details to the faces to keep that same aesthetic going throughout the entire model. Then I carried that same style over to Naruto's clothes and his arm. And right when I was getting excited because I thought I was almost ready to move on to the base, I realized I completely forgot a few pieces for both Jiraiya and Naruto. So I went ahead and painted those too. I'll admit, because I was really trying to get this project finished, I rushed those pieces a little more than I should have, and they didn't come out quite as clean as the rest of the model. Luckily though, they're mostly covered once everything is assembled, so we got away with it. And finally, it was time for the base. I didn't really have a solid plan going into this part, so I basically started experimenting. I laid down some earthly colors first, then I started introducing some greens to make the ground feel a little more natural. I painted the grass a brighter green and added some extra variations, and then finished everything off with a little super glue and some moss to help tie the entire base together. And after all that, here it is. The finished Jiraiya and Naruto diorama, fully painted and assembled. This project took me a long time to finish, but I'm really happy with how everything came together. If you like the final result and want to see more projects like this, I really appreciate a follow. And if you're watching this somewhere other than TikTok, I'll have my TikTok linked in the description and on screen so you can catch me painting on the next live. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys.